Hello everyone. Do you have any questions before starting? Okay. Let's get started with our file, which is lecture number 4. You have the file on the group. Okay. I already sent the file to the group, right? You have the file, right?
Yes, we have it.
Okay. So please, you can follow with me. You can open the file and follow with me in order to take any notes and to write any ideas. In the previous lectures, we talked about simple sentence and compound sentence. Who can remind us of these types of sentences? Who can tell us about the simple sentence? Yes, any idea?
Miss, the simple sentence is the sentence who contains of subject, verb, and the complement.
Okay, we have another, right, thank you. We have another name of the simple sentence. The second name of it, which is independent sentence. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, great. So independent sentence, the same as simple sentence. All right. Which is very different from dependent clause. Okay, dependent clause, it is different from a sentence. Why? Because dependent clause cannot stand alone. Okay, you remember that? We had it before in the, I think, the second lecture. Okay, dependent clause is different from the sentence because it cannot stand alone. And it starts with a subordinator. You remember? Subordinator, for example, like some of these subordinators, we have if, we have when, we have because, we have since, while. Okay, all of these are subordinators. Although, for example, even though, these are subordinators, and we can start a dependent clause with a subordinator. Okay, please don't confuse between between dependent clause and independent clause. Dependent cannot stand alone, so it is not a complete thought, while independent clause, it's the same as simple sentence. We have the second type of sentence, which is compound sentence. Who can remind us of the compound sentence? Yes?
Miss, the compound sentence is the sentence who has which has عفوا
Yes, which has fanboys, right? Yes, Abdul Karim, we don't hear you. Abdul Karim. Hello? Amina, do you hear us?
Yes, miss.
Okay, I think Abdulkarim
أظن
left.
أنا وياكي.
I think so. Okay, I don't know what's the problem with Muhammad and Abdulkarim. Okay, let's complete the compound sentence, the sentence that contains a coordinator or fanboys. You remember fanboys? If for
fanboys for
yes,
and
mhm.
but
nor
fan
but
nor but or
yes,
yet
and so.
yet and so.
Very good. Yes. So a compound sentence is two independent clauses. If we have two simple sentences, so we have one compound sentence. Okay, so we need to have two independent clauses and connected by a coordinator or fanboys. Okay, great, Amina, thank you. I will share the screen to start with complex sentence. Just a moment. Okay, is the screen clear? Is it clear?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, great. So starting with the third part or third type of a sentence, which is complex sentence. Let's see the format of complex sentence. It can be formed as follows. We can start with independent clause, which is a simple sentence, a sentence that can stand alone. We have in the middle subordinator, okay? And we have after subordinator dependent clause. We mentioned before the subordinators, like we have if, when, since, because, although, okay? We have so many subordinators. We have several subordinators, okay? And after subordinators, we have dependent clause. Dependent clause, a clause that cannot stand alone because it cannot express a full meaning or a full thought, okay? This is format number one. We can have another format of a complex sentence, which is this one, okay? We can have subordinator in the middle, or we can have it in the beginning. We can start a complex sentence with a subordinator. After subordinator, we have dependent clause. After the dependent clause, it is very important to have comma in the middle. And after comma, we have independent clause. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, clear, miss.
Okay, great. So if we have in the middle subordinator, so we don't need comma. But if we have subordinator in the beginning, so the comma is necessary in the middle. Okay? So complex sentence consists of one independent clause, or we can call it like main or principal clause, the same meaning, independent or main or principal clause, and one or more dependent clauses. Okay, dependent clause because it is attached or linked with a subordinator, so we can call it subordinate clause. Okay, because it comes right after the subordinator. They are connected by a subordinating conjunction. Okay, the same meaning of subordinator. So we can call it subordinator or subordinating conjunction. Let's have an example. If you give me money, I will buy a cake. Yes, out of this sentence, who can divide this sentence and tell us what the subordinator is, what the independent clause is, what the dependent clause is?
Miss,
I can.
Yes, please, Amina, go ahead.
if subordinator give me money, dependent clause, I will buy a cake, independent clause.
So is it format number 1 or 2?
2, format 2.
Very good. So if a subordinator or subordinating conjunction, the same meaning, and we have after it a dependent clause, you gave me money, okay, and this clause, okay, we call it like a subordinate clause or dependent clause. Okay, a dependent clause is a clause that contains a subordinator. Okay, so for example, if I drop section number 2 and for example I finish my sentence like this: if you gave me money, so this is not a full sentence. Okay, I need to complete it with another clause in order to have a full sentence. Why? Because the first section of this sentence is not a full sentence. It doesn't express any full meaning. So if you give me money, oh, so what? So you need to complete, right? So it can't stand alone. Why the second one, I will buy a cake, this is an independent clause. It can stand alone and it expresses a full meaning. Okay. Subordinators are movable. Movable, you can change its position. Okay. Yani it can move easily. Subordinators, you see, it can come in the middle, it can come in the beginning. So we can change their places in a sentence. We can put them at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence. Like these examples. These examples we have in the first sentence, we have it in the middle. In the second, we have it in the beginning. But it is so important to notice that if we have subordinator in the beginning, so the comma is very important, right? If we have subordinator in the beginning, so we must add comma in the middle of a sentence. Let's see. Sentence number 1. I slept early because I was very tired. This is a complex sentence. Why? Because it contains what? A subordinator, and this subordinator comes in the middle. Okay, so if I need to divide this sentence, I slept early, this is an independent clause, and the rest of the sentence is dependent clause because I was very tired. Dependent clause, so it depends on another section of a sentence in order to be a full sentence. Okay, sentence number 2, the same meaning but different structure. We have subordinator in the beginning because I was very tired, comma. It's very important to add comma here. If you don't add comma, so it's a mistake. Okay, because I was very tired, comma, I slept early. So this is dependent clause and this is an independent clause. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay, great. Yes, please, who can read the note?
I can read
read?
it, miss.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Note the clause that contains the subordinator is the subordinate dependent clause and
Or
the other clause
slash like or. Okay.
or dependent clause and the other clause is the main or principal clause. When the subordinator comes at the beginning of the sentence, we put a comma in the middle of the sentence. However, when the subordinator comes in the middle of the sentence, we don't need a comma.
Okay, we said that before. If we have the subordinator in the middle, we don't need comma. Thank you. Yes, please, who can read these sentences, these examples?
Read.
Yes, please. Yes, Amina.
Because he was 65, he was forced to retire.
Okay,
He
because
was
we have comma, so you need to pause or to stop a little, like to wait a little. Okay, because he was 65, he was forced to retire.
تمام. He was forced to retire because he was
please read ed as t. Forced.
تمام. He was forced to retire. He was forced to retire because he was 65.
Okay, thank you so much. So forced is it means obliged. Okay, obliged. Retire when somebody retires, so he stopped working because he is old.
تقاعد.
Yes, very
أو
good.
متقاعد.
Yes, يتقاعد. Okay, when you see, for example, the number 4, 5, 1, 2, etc. So go to the to below of the page, you will see the definition of the words. Okay, so because he was 65, he was forced to retire. We have subordinator here, which is because. Okay, and because it comes in the beginning, so I put a comma in the middle. While here I put the subordinator in the middle, so I don't need any comma. Many students have this mistake. They sometimes put comma before because. Like this sentence, they sometimes put comma before because, and this is a mistake. Okay, because this word is a subordinator and it comes in the middle, so it doesn't need any comma. Okay, so this is except for whereas and while. Whereas and while are subordinators, but they need commas if they come in the middle. Why? Because this is an exception. Exception like استثناء. Okay, you know that each rule has an exception. لكل قاعدة استثناء, right? So whereas and while the same meaning, بينما, they need commas even if they come in the middle. Why? Because this is an exception. So we use comma with them even if they come in the middle of the sentence. For example, I am very tall, whereas my wife is quite short. Okay, see here that we have a whereas in the middle, but we have a comma before it. Okay, this is an exception. Only for whereas and while. For example, this is an example. This sentence is correct while the sentence below is wrong. This is an example. Okay, so you see here that while, whereas are an exception. Okay. Yes, we have here note. Before can be a preposition and can be a subordinator. So please don't confuse between preposition and subordinator. If it comes as a preposition, so the sentence is not a complex. Okay, for example, if I say she arrived just 5 minutes before the celebration. Okay, so here before is a preposition. So this sentence is not a complex sentence. Okay, but for example, if I say, for example, before you come, comma, I come in, for example, or I was studying. Okay, so before in this sentence is a subordinator. Okay, if the complement of before, like the things that come after before, if they come as a dependent clause, so this word is a subordinator. Okay, so don't be confused between before as preposition and before as subordinator. Okay, hello again. Do you hear me, Amina?
Yes, miss.
Okay, great. Let's share the screen again. Okay, before the break, we were talking about before that it can be a preposition and it can be a subordinator. When it is a preposition, we have a noun phrase after it. Noun phrase, like a group of words that the head of it is a noun. Okay, it's like it's not a full sentence. Okay, noun phrase, for example, when I say the lady, the class, okay, the tree, this is a noun phrase. It's not a full sentence. When it is a preposition, we have a noun phrase after it, not a clause, not subject and verb. Like this sentence, okay? Before the celebration, so before here, we have after it a noun phrase, the celebration. We don't have subject and verb, okay? So here, the function of
Preposition.
before is a preposition, okay? But if we have after it a clause like subject and verb, so it is a subordinator. Is it clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay, great. Yes, I here add some subordinators, some of them, okay, with the function or the meaning and examples as well. We have so many subordinators. Those are some of them, okay? Subordinators are classified according to their meanings in the following table. Those subordinators are some of the subordinators in general because we have so many subordinating conjunction. All right. So function or the meaning of this subordinating conjunction, the function like the meaning. We have the first category or the first group, which is chronology. Chronology, it means like the order of something. The order of something, order of time. Okay? For example, when you use before, after, while, when, until, okay? This is the order of time. Okay? So all of them function as chronology, the order of time. Let's see the examples. Number one, for the word after as subordinator, let's see the example. Go out after you finish the lecture. Go out after you finish the lecture. Okay, so this is a complex sentence because it contains a subordinator. Before, we cannot go before you finish. Okay, all of these are what? Are complex sentences. Why? Because we have subordinators included in these sentences. We have while. While you were taking a shower, I was having my lunch. You see, because we have the subordinator in the beginning, so what we have in the middle?
Comma.
Comma, very good. Okay. While and when, the same meaning, okay? For example, I was doing my homework when my brother came. We have until. We want, what the meaning of want?
Will not.
Will not, very good, great. We won't start the lecture until you come. We won't start the lecture until you come. So these words, these subordinators are functioning what? The chronology, the order of time. Okay? Yes. Who can read, please, the second category? Yes, who can read?
Causation.
Causation. Yes, causation, like if you have, for example, relationship between two things, and this relationship is like the relationship of cause, of reason. Okay, it means in Arabic like العلاقة السببية, relationship of cause. Yes.
Because I am tired because I worked hard yesterday. Since I am tired since I worked hard yesterday.
Very good, great. So please pay attention to the important point here. Since means here the same as because. Okay, we have different meanings of the word since. Okay, sometimes it comes as a preposition or as adverb. Okay, but here I'm focusing on the meaning as a subordinator, as conjunction. Okay, I'm not talking about its meaning when it comes with a particular time. No, I need its meaning here as the meaning of because. Okay, and the function of it is subordinator. Okay,
Excuse
so
me, miss, but I have a question, please.
yes, please.
The word since.
Mm-hmm.
What is the meaning of since? I know since it's keywords of the present perfect,
Yes, that's what
which means
I'm
in
talking.
Arabic.
Yes, that was I'm explaining. Okay, since has different meanings. It means like from a particular time when it comes with a present perfect, for example, right? But I don't need its meaning or this meaning in this context. Okay, it has a different meaning as subordinating conjunction, which is the same meaning as because. Okay, so the same meaning, because and since here. When it comes, as you said, with the present perfect, it is an adverb, right? But here I'm not talking about part of speech as adverb. I'm talking about subordinating conjunction. It has many meanings, the word since. Is it clear, Abdul Karim?
Yes, miss, it's clear.
Okay, so here the meaning is because, the same meaning. You see, we have the same examples. I'm tired because I worked hard yesterday, or you can say I'm tired since I worked hard yesterday. The same meaning. يعني both of them mean like لأن. Okay, you can say you can put like subordinators in the beginning, because and since, and the meaning will be the same. You can say because I am tired, oh sorry, because I worked hard yesterday, comma, I am tired. Okay, and you can say since I worked hard yesterday, comma, I am tired. Okay, you see the same meaning. Because and since refers to causation. Yes, please, who can read? Unexpected result. Yes, who can read? Ahmed.
I can read, miss.
Yes, Abdul, go ahead. Unexpected result,
Unexpected
which
result.
is like the function or the meaning of them. We have although and even though. Yes.
Okay, although I like pizza, I do not know how to make it. Even though I like pizza, I do not know how to make it.
Okay, you see the same meaning, although and even though. Okay, both of them are subordinators. Both of them refer to unexpected result. Okay, you see they come in the beginning, so I put comma in the middle. Okay, before the last one, we have difference, whereas or while. Yes, who can read? Ahmed Sultan. Ahmed. Are you here? Okay, Amina.
Difference, whereas why we are studying English, whereas they are studying medicine. While we are studying English, while they are studying medicine.
Thank you so much. Okay, the same meaning, whereas or why. We said that whereas and while are exception, so they need comma.
We put
Even,
comma,
yes, we put comma, very good. Even if they come in the middle.
whereas why. Only the two.
Yes, only both words. Very good. Condition, we have if you study hard, you will pass. Okay. All of these are complex sentences. Why? Because they have what? They have a subordinator included in the sentences. These are some of the subordinators. These are the most common subordinating conjunction. Okay. Now let's have the summary of what we have discussed before. We have a table which contains the elements of each type of sentence. We have before, in the previous lecture, we had like simple sentence and compound sentence, and we have today complex sentence, right? Let's see how many independent and dependent clauses we have in each type of these sentences. In the simple sentence, we have only one dependent clause, one independent clause. In the compound, we have two or more independent clause. We don't have any dependent clause in the compound, because in the compound sentence, we have two independent clauses or two simple sentences joined together with fanboys. Okay, so we don't have any dependent clauses. In the complex sentence, we have one independent clause and one or more dependent clause. And why we have here dependent clause? Because we include the subordinators in the complex sentence, right? So because we have subordinator in the complex sentence, so we have dependent clause in this type of sentence. Okay, so please, they are so important, these types of sentences. It is so important to know these types of sentences. Why? Because when we want to make an essay, when we want to write an essay, we will write sentences. Okay, we will write these sentences in an essay, and it's necessary to know how to form these sentences in an essay, how to write a simple, how to write compound and complex sentence. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so now before we finished the theoretical part, theoretical like القسم النظري. Now it's your turn. Now I will give you 5 minutes, okay, to write 5 complex sentences. Okay, you can include any of these words, any of these subordinating conjunction in your sentences. I need you right now to write 5 complex sentences using 5 of these subordinating conjunction. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Okay, yes, please. Take 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, I will hear from you. I want you to read your sentences. Okay, I don't need to see you writing. I don't need to see the writing. I just need you to read your sentences. Okay? Yes, see you after 5 minutes. Yes, please. Have you finished?
Yes, Miss, I have finished.
Yes, great. Can you read for us your sentences?
Yes. The first sentence, I arrived at the party after my friends had left.
I arrived at
sec-
the party after my friend,
had left.
had left. Yes, great.
The second one, while I was working, Ahmed was playing.
While I was walking, Ahmed was playing. Very good. Did you add a comma in the middle?
Yes.
Great.
I was making pizza when my mother called me.
I was making pizza when my mother called me. Very good.
I am thirsty because I was fasting.
I am thirsty because I was fasting. Okay, or you can say
Because since.
Yes.
Although I like watching football matches, I don't like playing it.
Great. Very good.
The last sentence, if you eat too many sweets, you will gain weight.
If you eat too many sweets, you will gain weight. Great. Thank you so much. Yes. Amina. Amina wrote in the chat.
Yes, miss.
Can you read them, please?
1 minute. Yesterday I put 2 books and 2 pens. I like them.
Sorry, Amina, this is not complex sentence. You need to
also
use one of these subordinating, or you can use other subordinators because we have so many, but those are the most common ones. Okay.
One sentence I use subordinator. Also, I was tired. I did the best.
Although I was tired, here you put full stop. I need comma, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. This is a complex sentence. Okay, but here you used like fanboys, but
we use fanboys.
No, using fanboys, we can have bound sentences, not complex.
It's okay, miss.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you, Amina. But your last sentence is correct. Although I was tired, I did my best. Okay, thank you. Yes, please. Ahmed Sultan, did you write anything? Ahmed. Okay, no problem. So that's all for today. We had today the complex sentence. When I say complex sentence, so I must have subordinator or subordinating conjunction. Okay, when I say complex sentence. So I need to memorize this format, either number 1 or number 2. Okay, these are the 2 forms of the complex sentence. Okay, all right. So that's all for today. I hope you got benefit and it was interesting. Do you have any question?
Thanks a lot, Miss.
You're very welcome. Okay. Thank you so much for having you today. And see you inshallah next lecture.